We had a client come in the other day and for a dispersal and asked, what should I do if I'm ever in an accident again? Because I did everything wrong this time. And unfortunately, that's fairly common when people just get tapped from behind or hit without some sort of major impact. They feel fine right then when their adrenaline's flowing. And then a day or two, once it's had time to sink in what's happened to them, they find they're in a lot of pain, their neck hurts, their back hurts, they need to go see a doctor or to the emergency room and get some sort of treatment for that. By that time, it's too late to gather a lot of the information that would really be helpful in working on their case, or even if they're just going to handle the insurance claim themselves. The first thing always to do is call the police. Someone will come out there, they'll take down an accident report. It will at least give us some sort of documentation about what happened, where it happened, when it happened, and also the police officer typically is going to make a finding of who was at fault in the accident. You also want to track down and find any witnesses you can at the scene of the accident. Lots of times people come up and say, I saw it, I saw everything that happened, you can contact me if you need any help down the line. But the person who was involved in the wreck never gets that witness's name or contact information. Another good thing to do is take pictures of your car just to document the damage and also of the scene. Sometimes it can help us figure out what happened if we see where the cars ended up after the wreck. It's also effective to show in mediations or negotiations if you have a picture and you can say, I was right here before he hit me, and then he slammed into me and smashed me so hard it knocked me up 50 feet across this lane into a traffic pole. And I understand too, for people it's difficult to remember all the things you have to do when you get in an accident, because hopefully this is one of the only, if not the only, accidents you'll ever be in your entire lifetime. It's a very stressful event. A lot of times you're in pain, you're hurting, you're wondering what happened, what you need to do. There are apps, if you have a smartphone, out there that can help guide people through the process, provide basically a checklist of things to do at the scene. It's very helpful just to let people remember, make sure they've gone through all the recommended steps, and it's also good for their peace of mind so that they're not second-guessing themselves a day or two or a week later saying, oh, I should have done this, or I forgot to do this, or I needed to do this.